Alright, hello guys. Today we're going to be going through this question. It's a simple rearranging formula question. It's based on topic 1 of energy. And I'm going to show you how you should be conducting this question to make sure that you can get the full 5 marks, which are right here. So, a car which is moving has kinetic energy. I'm going to highlight that because that's important. The faster a car goes, the more kinetic energy it has. The kinetic energy of this car was 472,500 joules, another piece of important information, when it was traveling at 30 meters per second. Calculate the total mass of the car. Show clearly how you work out your answer and give the unit. So clearly how you work out the answer and give the unit. So I've read my question, I've highlighted the important parts of my question, and I know that now when I go and conduct this question, I should be making sure that I'm using the information that is provided here. Now the first thing is that this question includes kinetic energy. So the first thing I'm going to write down is my kinetic energy formula, which is kinetic energy is equal to half times mass times velocity squared. Now it wants me to calculate the mass of the car, and I have information given to me, which is the energy, which is 472,500 joules, and I've also been given the velocity, which is 30 meters per second. So the first thing that I'm going to do is plug these values into my equation here. So my kinetic energy is 472,500 joules. That is equal to half times my mass, which I don't know, but I'm going to be figuring out, multiplied by my velocity, which is 30, all squared. Now, if you were to rearrange the formula and then put in the values, you'd be missing out on a mark. AQA will give you a mark if you plug in the information into the correct formula. So that there is 1 mark. Now the next thing I want to do is basically simplify my formula. So I can see 30 squared here, which makes it a bit difficult. So I'm going to simplify that. I'm going to do 472,500 joules is equal to half times mass, and 30 times 30, so basically 3 times 3, which is 9, and then 2 zeros added on, so that is nice and simple, 900, and I'll put down meters per second there. The next thing I want to do is then simplify this even further. So I'm clearly showing my working out, so that there is another mark. Then I'm going to do 472,500 joules, but now I have a half there and 900. So if I multiply the half by the 900 and I leave the mass on its own because I don't know that yet, I'm going to get mass times 450. And we'll just leave that as meters per second. So now, because I want to calculate mass, I need to rearrange this formula. Now, as we know, when you have something multiplied by another variable, I want the mass on its own, so I need to take this times 450 to the other side. And if I take it through the other side, the way I think of it is as going through the equal sign as a portal. So you're doing the complete opposite. So the complete opposite of multiply is divide. So now I'm going to write down here 472,500 joules. But this time I'm going to divide it by 450. And I like to do it this way instead of writing down divide by 50 because it's clearer to see. And that will equal M. So that there is also another mark. Now, I'm just going to change this part here, make that into something that's a bit more easier for you to see. Now, simple maths dictates that whatever's on top, if it's the same as the bottom, I can cancel it out. So in that case, the 2 zeros in the end. That doesn't mean you can cancel the 2 4s, but the end variables, if they're 0, you can cancel them out. So it just made it a bit more simpler. If I plug that into my calculator now and I do 47,250 divided by 45, that should give me 1050. And that's my value for mass, but I need to know what is my mass given in terms of units, because it said here give the unit, and that will be kilograms. So I get another mark for getting the right answer, which is 1050, and I get another mark for writing down the units. And so I make sure I write that in where they've specified. So 1050 kilograms. And here, I've made sure I obtained the full 5 marks. I hope that helps. Until next time.